think this is a road tile. Yeah, it's not. Now you two, we have to talk about these two units. We're gonna talk about this guy first because I like this guy. I think a lot of people like this guy. This is Lex. We get an Axe Cavalier in Chapter 1. He has pretty good strength, uses axes. He's kind of bulky, just also his promo bonus gives him a lot of bulk whenever he promotes. The problem is he uses axes, and axes are kind of not great in this game. We can look back over, Sigurd has a steel sword. All weapons of a type usually weigh the same. So iron sword, steel, silver, all of those weigh 3. Most lances will weigh 12, so iron, steel, silver all weigh 12. Meanwhile, with axes, they all weigh 18. So iron, steel, silver all weigh 18, with a couple's weighing different here and there. So if you look up in the top right, you can see he has avoid -6, because your AS, your attack speed, and avoid can be negative in this game. So right now, our poor boy has -7 attack speed, which means he wouldn't be doubling anything anyways, but he doesn't have pursuit, so that doesn't really matter. And because 90% of the enemies in this game don't have pursuit either, it kind of isn't that bad that he has no attack speed. Like, he's not getting doubled by anything despite having -7 speed. So hey, that's kind of a good thing about the enemies not having pursuit, or pursuit being a part of the game, is you don't have to worry about a unit like Lex getting doubled. Instead of pursuit, Lex has vantage, which again, I don't usually find any good uses for. There's some silly stuff you can do with it, but I've never really tried to get a whole lot of use out of it. But instead, what Lex has is Paragon. User gets doubled EXP. Because of that, Lex usually just kind of stays on level curve and usually ends up ahead of it a lot of the times. This is a unit you don't really need to pour a lot of resources into. He's usually the one who spends the 10,000 gold in Chapter 2 to recruit a unit, because he doesn't really need money for anything. He doesn't need rings to help his combat that badly, outside of maybe a skill ring. He doesn't need he doesn't need a speed ring so he can double things. He doesn't need to buy the Paragon ring that you can wear for double EXP. He kind of just does whatever he wants with his money because he doesn't really need it that much. He gets a Brave Axe at the end of the next map, so technically kind of Chapter 2's where you get to first use it. But he gets a Brave Axe that is basically a PRF. The only other 2 people who can use it don't really want to use it. So he's just stuck with his Iron Axe for a little bit, but once he gets the Brave Axe, this unit's awesome. Great Knight that he promotes into has amazing promo bonuses too. This is just a solid unit all around. This is one of your best Gen 1 units to pour EXP into. This kid, I don't like this unit. This is a Zell. He has 10 magic. He has pursuit, which would be... It's a good thing for this map. But fire weighs 12. All of the tomes have the same stats, in the sense that Fire, Thunder, and Wind all have 8 might, 90 hit. L Thunder, L Fire, L Wind all have the same hit and might. The only difference is their weight, where Fire's the heaviest, Thunder has 7 weight, and Wind has 2 weight. So he starts with the worst magic type, the worst Fire Tome, because it's just the lowest rank one. He just doesn't do much. Whereas earlier I said that Sigurd is the very example of snowballing, where he starts strong, gets stronger throughout the game. Azel is the opposite of snowballing. He starts not great, and because he can't get kills or beat arena matches, he can't get EXP, he can't get money, he can't buy rings or weapons, he can't get stronger, so he fails to beat more arenas. You really have to work to get this unit going, to get this unit working. If you can get him to promotion, he promotes into Mage Knight, so he gets a horse at some point. The problem with getting him to that horse is he starts with 5 movement, tied with Arden. So this poor kid has this move in a game where the maps are this large. I don't think this unit's usually worth it. I find this to be one of the most difficult units to train in a ranked playthrough. You have to give this kid a lot of favoritism to get some use out of him. He doesn't really have a whole lot going for him as far as like extra tools he gets to work with. You can buy a Thunder Tome in Chapter 2, which helps a little bit. You can buy Elfire in Chapter 3, which might help a little bit. But it's not like Lex where he gets a Brave Axe or Sigurd where he gets a Silver Sword. He just doesn't get a nice tool that can really like push him over the edge to make him a really good unit. You're kind of just waiting for that promotion where he gets a horse. He does get some credit if you pair him with another unit, Ideen. Then in Chapter 4, he can be a way that you get a Rescue Staff. So that's kind of one thing he has going for him. He's one of the 2 ways of getting a Gen 1 Rescue Staff, so you can pass it to Generation 2. So yeah, that's something he can do. Otherwise, I don't have very much else to say. I do not really like this unit. It's funny, he starts with -3 AS, but that is enough because of how heavy axes are. That is enough to let him double these earlier enemies, but it's not great. So what I'll usually do is have him fireball this guy. Azel does give a really good first impression, though. He 1-rounds the first dude that you put him up against. Like, that looks good. That looks good on a resume. The problem is, this is the best he's going to be, and you need to give him a lot of investment for him to keep up. Now, I don't really want Azel taking a lot of attacks, so we're going to park Lex right here, so he can be the one eating the hits instead. Yep, there he goes. Just going to attack Arden instead. Crab walk. Womp. Hey, at least if Arden's going to be stuck to any weapon type, it's swords. If you're going to be stuck to one weapon type in this game, swords are easily the best one for you to get stuck with. Oh boy, I wonder if he'll kill. We are going to be getting some new units next turn. I almost want to put off talking about them until after we seize the first castle, just so I'm not filling the entire first video with just unit reviews. We've already done, what is this, 6 units already? So I think I'm going to put off talking about the next 3 units we get until after we seize the first castle. I know listening to Jacob talk about units is nice and cozy and calming, but I want to spread it out a little bit. Wow, we got hit by 2 15s. Since this is before FE6, this does run off of the 1RN system, so that's something you kind of have to get used to. Yeah, look, first level up he gets 2 HP, strength, and I think that was also some skill. Now that guy up there, we need to catch up to him. Here comes our new units! It's sad I'm not going to talk about them yet, because I really like these units. These are 3 of my favorite units in the game. But I will show restraint, and I will not bog you down with talking about these units. Sigurd being this low is a little not great. I don't usually see him get hit by 2 attacks at this point. Arden, keep up. And we're just going to run our Cavaliers forwards. Because at the moment, this is going to be mostly a Sigurd plus his friends behind him show. We have this guy. We're going to run forwards. I think... I always go back and forth on which route is faster. I think this one's faster because we get to run on more road tiles up ahead. We're going to run you forwards. Run you forwards. I might try to put Sigurd somewhere where he can get healed by our Troubadour next turn, because I don't want Sigurd to die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he ends his turn like here, but he takes 9 damage, so he can only really be in range of one of them. I might back him up to like, so if we go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grr, I was hoping I could kill the bow guy, but we do have to play fast, but it's not so fast that You know, every turn counts or whatever. Actually, if we just stand in the forest, they'll have 0 hit on me. So I can just stand in a forest tile and I'll be fine. We'll just stand in a forest and wait for them to catch up. Overall, you have roughly, I believe it's about 32 turns per map if you want to meet the turns requirement. If you want to meet the turns requirement, but trust me, that is going to be plenty. So I think we have. How do we usually do this? I think I have you finish this guy off, and then I'll have. You can reach there. I think I kind of try to like block this guy off a little bit. I think what we'll do is have you chip this guy down a little bit. You know what? I think I'll show off how the church works. So we'll stop here on church. So you can reach right there. So I think we'll do like this. And I believe the brigand should go for Azel, because Azel's frailer. Maybe he'll see that Lex is at low HP, and he'll go for him. So I'll wait this out. I swear, if I have to reset in the first map, I'm going to be very upset with myself. I usually have this map pretty well down, or pretty like figured out. So if I have to reset it, I'm going to be a little upset. We pull all these guys down. Okay, we should be fine. Vantage! So the way a church works is if you start your turn on a church... Oh, these guys are, he's going to ignore him because he sees the 0 hit, I guess. Fe4 AI is an anomaly. I don't really know why it makes decisions it makes sometimes, but we're just going to roll with it. But if you start your turn on a church, it'll heal you all the way back up to full. It'll charge the unit who started on it, though, 5 gold pieces per a point of HP that it refills. Since Lex doesn't really have a lot of need for money, I don't mind doing this. And he can go catch up to that village over on the left and go get that himself. But I kind of like the churches. I think if you purposefully ignore them because you don't want to spend your gold on them, I say give them a shot. They can be nice for if you don't have like staffers and stuff yet. We get Lex all the way to full. And as you can see, it charged him like 145 gold pieces to heal up, which I don't think is that bad. The only problem is now, Azel does not live 2 hits, I'm very certain. So we can kill this guy, and then he'll kill the hand axe guy on enemy phase, and then I'll have him visit the village. Yeah, so I'll have him do like that, just so we don't give the hand axe guy the... I don't think it matters too much. These guys have negative avoid. So we'll do this to kill this guy. Whoosh. So he looks kind of cool early on because he kills all these guys, but eh. Lex, go catch up. Arden, march. The Cavs will keep up this way. And these guys... Oh, can't reach. Finn, go here. Quan, go here. Now, where can she reach? Adjacent Finn. So I think we'll go right here. Just to heal him up a little bit. Oh, I need to turn our animations off. Oh, you get to see the staff animations at least once. This is some of why Sigurd is not as immortal as a lot of people think he is. You do need to keep him healed up. And I'll get to talk, sometimes they give you stuff. Bizarrely enough, talking has to be a final action. If you talk, you cannot canto after you talk. So it's kind of like in GBA, where if you trade, you can action after, but if you attack, you can't action or move after. That's a little bizarre. So I know this means Azel's going to be stuck falling behind, but eh. I'd rather get him this easy XP and then get him his money, because this boy wants money. Hey, I got skill and speed. I would like some magic, but yeah. It works. He only has a 40% magic growth, funnily enough. So he's kind of not really super big magic mage. He's just kind of... I was gonna say fine, but I think not great is the better term. I'll try not to do too much Azel hating throughout this playthrough, but I do not like this unit. I'll try to keep the Azel hate to a minimum, I promise. So I'm gonna handle these guys first. Yum. Catch them up. Wait for me. Azel, go eat your money. Yippee! Lex. He turns up one tile short of hitting this guy. As for this bottom squad, I think we're going to punch this guy with Quan. Maybe I'll hit him with Finn actually first, because I do want to feed kills to Quan. And I'll explain why whenever I get to talking about him. Yeah, we'll give Finn some chippy XP. Run you forwards. Ethelyn catch up. Actually, wait, first. Nah, I'll do that in a sec. Here. Actually, no, we need to do that first. Because these two, Quan and Ethelyn, are lovers. So they give each other a lover bonus whenever they're close to each other, where they give each other some extra hit and avoid. So this becomes a 100 hit. We're going to kill with a javelin, because of how weapons work in this game. After I cancel you forwards, I will explain more. So, I mentioned earlier that you cannot crit unless you have the critical skill, which Noish has. The other way you can crit is the little star next to the weapon. That keeps track of how many times you've killed enemies with this weapon, and if you can get a weapon to 50 kills, then each additional kill, so 51, 52, 53, each additional kill gives you one critical with that weapon, one crit chance. So at 51 has 1% crit, then 2, 3, 4. So you kind of want to stack your crits on certain weapons. I have heard stacking crit on a javelin is really good and really funny, so I'm going to try to do that in this playthrough. I don't know how well I'll actually keep up with that, but that is the plan. And I know there's some people who are very excited to hear that. And I'm just going to feed this last guy to Sigurd, probably. Or I'll just run off and let Quan beat him up. Yeah, we'll just let Quan beat him up. I want to build kills on that javelin. I might have to split this first episode into 2 parts, or we'll just consider it the grand first episode. Ow. Should have left the javelin equipped. Let's see, they're choosing to attack Alec? Yeah, interesting choice. I do kind of like that in this first chapter, Alec and Noish have really similar damage outputs, with the difference being one of them has Pursuit, one of them just has bigger strength and a bigger might weapon. And it's kind of a fun way to show off Pursuit, letting you attack twice versus just hitting something strong one time. I'm also very much waiting for Noish to start proccing Accost and critical and stuff. Because the way I see it, this is the better unit out of the two of them, but I like this one more because these skills are really funny. So I might leave this guy alive just for Arden food. Meanwhile, you two will run forwards. We can go try to save this village. I'll have Noise attack first this time. See how it goes. Come on, do a crit. Or an accost. Aww. We'll wait here. I am a little worried about your HP, but... So we did 10 twice. I think he'll be fine. I can always just like wait up here as well. I might do that. Play it a little safe because I don't want to reset. Nope, wrong button. Lex will start beating up this guy. And we'll just do it from on top of this village tile. 20 extra void might do something, but Lex is not usually going to be avoiding stuff. As for the rest of the squad, I think we're going to do this again with Ethlin, where we attack with you. And then we'll just heal him up with Ethlin. Run down here. Because we're using a javelin, let's see if we get the thing. Nope, we don't. I will talk about it when it comes up. There's our second javelin kill already. Only 49 to go. It's kind of neat having building weapon kills be a mechanic. It almost feels similar to building weapon ranks in other Fire Emblem games, because you cannot build weapon ranks in this game. Instead, everyone just has set weapon ranks that they use. I think we'll heal up Finn from here. I should have moved Quan one tile up, actually. Wasn't thinking. But let's see if we get... See if I can show off another mechanic. Nope. When I get one, I'll explain what it is. I'll just kind of let it be a surprise for now. Oh, Sigurd's already getting his second level up. Defense? Ooh, we got resistance. I think I want to leave him right here. Wait here for a sec. Okay, there's going to go for Alec. But he'll be fine. He has forest bonuses. Plus, this lets him get some EXP since he's lower leveled than Noise at the start. Well, the Hunter's going up. Interesting. Now, let's see if the other Brigand goes for Arden. That would be really funny if the other fighter goes for Arden. Oh, he's going to throw a hand axe. Yep, he's just going to go for Arden. Ow. I really wish he could combine with someone like Alec for a kill. So we're going to let Sigurd chip these two guys down. That way we can finish them off with Quan and Finn, potentially. Ow. Oh, something that always throws me off whenever I play this game is red units do not turn gray after they move. So I just have a hard time remembering which enemies have already moved. I want to keep moving Arden forward, so let's see if this guy just chooses to pursue Arden. Noish. I want you to beat up this guy. Still no funny accost procs or anything. I was hoping for some of those to come up at some point. Anyways, he has 12% hit on us. What could possibly go wrong? I'm kind of waiting to get to that first castle so I can bank my first save point. Ooh, strength! Kind of want some speed, but you know what? We will take it. I think I'll get this village with you. No, I'll get that one with Noish. I really want to build up money on Noish. Azel, catch up. Lex beats up this guy. And we'll just grab this village with him because it's going to be too out of the way for anyone else to get it. We will stop here. He does need some money, but he doesn't need a ton of money like other people do. I think... I think we will probably 80% hit. I'll just have Sigurd kill this guy. Yeah, that's a kill. Whoosh. And I'll kill one of the low HP brigands with Finn. I think I'll put you right here. We'll heal you up. Just using this little heal staff, because of how big HP numbers are in this game, this little heal staff doesn't heal all the way up. But you know, it's enough to get the job done. Alright, let's see if we get the thing. Hey, we got it! So if lovers stand adjacent to each other, they give each other a chance to crit. Not that it was really needed, but it looks cool, so I'm happy. Quan's first level up. I haven't even talked about this unit yet, but he's still going to be awesome. Hey, speed. We're going to wait here so we can hit this guy. We'll kill this guy with Finn. And I think I'll have Finn run over to the bottom left. Oh my. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, you go down and start beating up this guy. I think that's everything. We're about to seize the first castle. Oh, they're just all going to go for Arden. Funnily enough, being an Armor Knight, he's not invincible. Are we finally going to see Vantage do something for me after I just complained about never seeing Vantage do anything? Well, I have been proved wrong. That didn't take very long. This guy hits so hard, even just with something like a javelin. Now, I don't remember, does Finn actually kill this guy? He does 16 twice, he does not. So I kind of want to get like this boss kill with Quan potentially. Well, okay, we'll try this real quick. We'll heal him up. We will go for... This does... So even with 21, even with like an added proc, that doesn't kill. So how about this? We'll attack with... Here, we'll just... Do you have a hand axe? You don't. How much do you do with iron with steel sword? This goes down to 14 twice. Okay, so you two have to combine to kill this guy. So how about this? We will throw the javelin to do some chip damage. That is 50% hit. But we will simply hit. Oh, the weapon triangle in this game, because there is a weapon triangle. It doesn't look like it because there's no icons or anything denoting it, but there is a weapon triangle in this game. And it's 50 hit and avoid. No, not 50. It's 20 hit and avoid for if you have the advantage. So having the advantage here, we're getting 20 extra hit, 20 extra void, which is a lot. So we're going to go ahead and kill this guy. Not quite a level up. And hey, we get another new unit! But with the first Castle Seas, I think that is going to be it for now. I'm going to stop here. We're going to make a save state right here, just to mark our progress. And that's going to be it for this part. I hope to see you all throughout the rest of the series. I'm very excited to show this off because I'm so excited to show off how ranked works. But until then, I will see all of you around. See ya!